that's not even our last name.
Oh, why hello. Didn't know she walked in. Glad you stopped by.
I've been here the whole time.
I mean, not them. Them. People right there. You. Hi, you. She doesn't acknowledge y'all. Stop. Look, they're right there. Anyway, hello. And welcome to another day of Cordelmas. I tried it. It didn't work. Welcome to another day of VLOGMAS, everyone. We're here, and I'm doing the intro, and this is why I'm not allowed to do intros. Even Georgie's abandoned me. Yeah. So that's I did my part. Okay.
All right, as you see in the title, we are going to react to Billboard's top 10 Christmas songs. They actually did the top 100, but we don't have all day and night to sit here and go through all 100.
Nope.
So
That's a
we
Vlogmas
are
in itself.
going to, that's the whole vlog, if
That's
we
it.
go through
We
that.
just do that.
So we're going to just do the top 10. And I kind of glanced at it, but not really. So it's really more so Mario's reaction. But we still going to discuss it. So you ready?
I guess. So it's just me hearing the list and giving you reactions.
Yay. All right. Number 10.
Mm-hmm.
Drum roll.
Wait, so like it was before we do this, right? Am I giving counter songs that should make, or am I just hearing the list?
We can talk about what we think should have been in the top 10 after we go through the top 10.
Because I have questions on songs that if they've made the list, period.
So we can talk about that after. We have to do the top 10.
Okay, cool. I just want to understand what we're doing before, people don't understand that we just met and we're just doing this as we go.
Can you give me a drum roll? Number 10, Donny Hathaway, This Christmas, which came out in 1970. I don't know why I feel like it was older than that.
I don't know why either. Like, when was Donny Hathaway's career in your mind?
So one of their quotes is, "So pioneer Hathaway's talents as a songwriter, arranger, and musician and vocalist perfectly capture the joy, fun, blessings, and love that embody the spirit of the holiday season, set to an upbeat groove." That was very Billboardish.
Extremely Billboardish. That's why my
If
reaction
you know, you
was
know.
what it was. All right, so for that song to crack the top 10, that's cool. So I'm gonna say this: if it's the Soul Train list, that song is top 5. But yeah, on the Billboard for that to crack top 10, it's top 5 on Soul Train.
Nah,
Well,
that's
you
why I
know it.
laughed.
You know it. So yeah,
He
Billboard.
performed it on Soul Train, didn't he?
He did. So yeah, for that to crack top 10 on Billboard, that's big, man. Because that song, around certain households, that song is a staple. Certain people have tried to cover it.
Well, I was about to say, apparently Destiny's Child, Pentatonics, John Travolta, and Olivia Newton-John. I didn't know those last two.
But what's wild is those are all the most non-notable covers, because the most notable cover of all time
is the worst one.
Yeah, and y'all know who it is. We're not even gonna say it. And he tried to make it his, but he did too much. And y'all know who I'm talking about. So, I ain't gonna say his name.
My comment on this is, this Mario don't like this Christmas song. Because
no, I do love the song. It's something that people do every time they hear it.
They go.
It's not they. It's when people sing the song, they sing the instrumentation, and it's not even that one. It's the "and this Christmas." I don't need you to do that. I know the drums and the horns are there. I don't need you to do that. I'm going to hear the drums and the horns. I don't need you being drums and horns and lead vocal. I don't. Donnie didn't do it. Did Donnie do it? If Donnie was in the studio going, "and this Christmas," if he did it, I'll let y'all get away with it. But then we look at Donnie Hathaway.
But they do all of them though. They be like,
yes. It's like, fam, we don't need y'all to instrument. It's like, we don't need y'all to instrument this. Just let the instrumental play. It's one of the most iconic Christmas songs of all time. Like, it has the most awkwardly placed bass drum of all time. And it's like, if you know, you know. Just listen to the bass drum. It just show up in the in the bridge. It just shows up. It ain't been there the whole song, but it just show up.
You ready for the next one?
Sure. Does it get better or worse?
That's to be decided.
Okay, let's see.
Drum roll. Number 9, Bruce Springsteen, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Apparently, this came out in 1982.
Yeah, that's iconic. Like, Bruce's is iconic, yo. Like, I rock with it. And it's his voice that makes it. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people have sung that song, obviously. If we're going to go off, what we think the best version is, And this is when you get the Two Americas moment. Y'all already know who I'm gonna say the best verses of Santa Claus is Coming to Town is. When that little boy was singing and screaming at the top of his lungs, with his other Jehovah's Witness brothers in the background singing it.
So can I be honest? Is this a safe place?
It's our house, so I would hope so. I mean, we're on the internet too, but we know
So
the
it's
internet's
not.
not a safe
It's not.
place.
I'm gonna still tell my truth. I'm gonna speak my truth.
Speak the truth.
Never heard this version.
You haven't?
No.
It's dope.
So now I'm gonna have to play it after this.
Like
But
that and his So
to
This
quote
Is
them,
Christmas. Like, yo, it's
this
dope.
1934 standard has been covered by a fleet of heavyweights, including the Jackson 5,
Hands down.
the Supremes, Michael.
They version not rememberable. Michael Bublé is alright.
Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé.
And Mariah Carey.
Yeah, Mariah sang every
But
Christmas.
no rendition captures the rip-roaring excitement over Santa Claus' impending arrival better than Springsteen's live version, which features bells, a festive sax solo. There's a sax solo in this song. And America's Dad riffing on how everyone in the audience is in trouble for not being good this year.
Yeah.
So now I want to listen to this.
Like,
promise you I never knew this existed.
So it's a certain coolness to Bruce Springsteen that I've always kind of respected. Maybe it was the white tee and blue jeans, because it was a good stretch where hip hop looked just like that. And it's that version, and then his So This Is Christmas was also dope to me too.
Wait, I gotta go back.
Okay.
So this Christmas peaked at number 25 on the Holiday 100. So they do a holiday Billboard chart, kind of like they do the regular ones. Mm-hmm. So that one peaked at number 25, and that was in January of 2014.
Yeah, I mean, because that's how dope Donny Hathaway is.
So Bruce was number 16, and that was in January of 2012.
Okay.
But now I'm gonna have to go listen to Bruce's version.
It's dope, man. Like, it's dope. The boss give you one, man.
So did he do a whole Christmas album, or he just did that one song?
He did a Christmas album. Him and the E Street Band did a Christmas album. It's dope.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
It's
all right,
dope.
Drum roll.
I was gonna do
this one actually shocked me.
I was gonna try to do my Max Weinstein tribute, but I ain't got it in me.
That's just gonna be your drum roll.
That's it. We're just gonna do that.
Number 8, Run DMC, Christmas in Hollis, 1987.
Let's go, Billboard. It's iconic.
So I promise you, this one shocked me because I didn't think they would have had this in the top 10.
It's iconic.
Would it be in the top 100? Yes. Top 10?
It's iconic. Like, it's iconic.
Yeah, it's
Christmas
one of. It's one of.
Like, everybody
Christmas
knows
time
that.
in Hollis, Queen. Okay.
Mom cooking. Come on, finish the lines.
So this is one of my favorite Christmas songs. It's hilarious because it's so bad. Like, the storyline is horrible. Like,
it's only one storyline.
I know.
It's like Run tells you how he
found a wallet and returned it, and it was Santa's wallet, but it was like it was an ill reindeer.
He saw the ill reindeer in New York.
Yeah.
In Hollis, Queens, of all places. Yes.
Santa Claus was coming to town.
Yeah.
So this one peaked at number 22 in January of 2014 as well. And their reasoning on why they chose is Curtis Blow's 1979 Christmas rapping and the Treacherous Three's 1984 Xmas rap featuring Kool Moe Dee arrived first, but Christmas in Hollis quickly became the holiday's definite hip-hop song, set in then primarily Black Queens, New York, neighborhood of the title.
Hold on, Billboard.
I mean, no, I appreciate that because this list came out this year. And you know why I appreciate it? Because as someone that went to Queens in 2014, I know it was very gentrified then. It's probably way more now.
Like, Hollis, when you think of all the people that are notable from Hollis, I'm going to just say it. I don't really know any notable white people from Hollis. All the notable white people, from Flushing and, other parts of this, again, your boy, your boy Orange was from Queens.
So, like I said, it was very black then. They wanted to specify that this is before we got gentrified.
This is black.
All right. Neighborhood of the title, where mom's cooking chicken and collard greens. Rev Run and Daryl McDaniels melded their hard-edged rap style and a sample of Clarence Carter's horny soul classic Backdoor Santa with traditions and songs previously associated with the Ben Cosby crowd, Eggnog, a Yule Log, and Jingle Bells and Joy to the World.
Yeah, because that second verse is just an instructional manual. Like, DMC just gives you instructions.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's all it is. What is it? At the fireplace, Snow White so bright. Wait, what you said? No, in the fireplace is the Yule Log. Beneath the mistletoe as we drink eggnog. The rhyme that you hear are the rhymes of Daryl's. And every other year we bust Christmas
Christmas carols.
carols. And you got the Frosty the
Mm-hmm.
Snowman instrumental. It's like it's a bop, bruh. It is a bop. It is still a bop. And it is the greatest bop of all time because you get a full story in the first one, and then you get the instruction manual in the second one, and then they wrap the year up in the third verse. Like it is. I'm saying,
So,
okay, Bill. So far, Billboard hasn't been weird. It's gonna get weird because it's Billboard.
so, drum roll.
I would say just actually take the music, but then YouTube would take this video
Yes.
right down.
All right. So, this one actually shocked me.
Okay.
Feliz Navidad.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Feliz Navidad.
Let's go. I can't remember the name of the artist.
Jose
Not Feliciano. Jose.
Feliciano.
It is Jose Feliciano.
Ain't
Okay,
that
bet. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Jose Feliciano. Yeah.
So,
Feliciano.
this peaked at number 3 in January of 2012.
I love it.
So, why they liked it is
It's
Feliciano wrote what he calls the first ever bilingual Christmas song. And this came out in 1970, by the way.
It's another instructional song.
In the middle of summer. It came out in 1970, middle of summer,
I know that, yeah.
in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
In part because he felt homesick for Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. The English lyrics were added to ensure radio play, but truth is, he didn't think much of a song that he hammered out in minutes. However, the irresistible Feliz Navidad proved the gift that kept on giving, rising in popularity every year to achieve cult status. Today, it's a favorite in 2 languages.
Yes. I mean,
so, how many of y'all that was in chorus growing up, or choir, or whatever your school called it, and had to sing Feliz Navidad at the Christmas pageant?
Or when y'all did mall Christmas singing, and
or
you was
at Avondale Mall.
Yeah.
And everybody's looking at you crazy whenever you get to that part. That's
real ones know. Real ones know if you ever had to sing.
East Side.
Yes, anything that you had to sing at Avondale Mall, in the middle of the mall, right in front of the food court, on the damn risers they pull out, which made you wonder, where did the mall get these risers from? Because every DeKalb County, like middle school, elementary school, yep, you went. I mean, the Hoop Alexander Boys Choir, where we were a staple there. We did it twice. Brought the house down, packed out both times.
So it's always funny when you're a kid and you're performing for Christmas, and like the mall employees that are on their lunch break that are looking at you like, I just want peace and quiet.
We used to get the matinees before people got mad. So when they opened the mall up, and people just,
But that's what I'm saying, we'd be there at 11. So we were there at 11.
We were there at 10. We had the 10 o'clock.
And so we would literally be there and people are like on lunch breaks looking
That's
at us.
because it's been like 3 shows before you.
But that's what I was about to say. They're
probably heard these songs.
It's probably the same songs.
It's the same set list over and over again. I'd be mad too if I've listened to like Here Comes Santa Claus 9 times already. Or Must Be Santa. Yo, Must Be Santa is like
Santa. Funny you say that because number 6, no, I'm playing.
Oh my god! But yo, so I always love Feliz Navidad because one, it is the first bilingual Christmas song, and it is the most ultimate, straightforward Spanish to English translation.
It's like Merry Christmas, yes, Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Yeah. Like that's it. It's just
Los
like
feos años en felicidad. It's like boom, let's go, let's go.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I literally learned, that translation based off that song. Good job, Jose. You gave us one. You taught me something.
Number 6, Brenda Lee's "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree," 1958.
Number 6.
Yes.
It wasn't my jam, but it's okay. You know what? And it's iconic for a different reason. Because I'll tell you why. Go ahead and give us what Billboard said.
So number 2. Was the peak, and that was in December of 2012.
Okay, that's
and Little Miss Dynamite was just 13 years old when she recorded and first released this enduring holiday party starter in 1958.
That voice was 13 when she did that?
The original. The reference in the song title to rock, then just a few years old, and the rock and roll and rockabilly accents on the backing track gave this record a timely quality back then and now are charmingly retro.
Yeah, Elvis's was kind of dope. That one's dope. That song is always going to be iconic to me because of Home Alone. Because that was, I think that's when Kevin realized he had to go fake it and make it like he had people at the house.
Oh, yeah, and they did the fake party, and
Yeah, and he had Michael Jordan on the train track riding around. I was like, yeah, so for that's why that song's always going to kind of I remember it for that scene. Because we're watching Kevin McAllister figure out how to go fake having the house full of adults when he could have just called 911. I think he called the police once in that movie. That's a different conversation. Yeah,
So,
my bad. I'm getting ahead of myself. My bad. Go ahead.
can I get my drum?
Bum, 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 bum. Wait, can they demonetize me for doing that?
No.
No? Okay. Bum, bum, bum,
All
bum, 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 bum.
right. So number 5, Ben Crosby, White Christmas, 1947, and it peaked at number 5 in December of 2015. So let me read you why Billboard picked it. Easily one of the finest pop compositions of the 20th century, White Christmas was recorded by Ben Crosby for the 1942 musical Holiday Inn, but better is known by his nearly identical 1947 version. It is a song written by a Jewish Russian immigrant and performed by Americans' first true multimedia sensation, which provided solace to overseas U.S. troops during World War II.
Hmm.
In other words, it's not just an exemplar of Christmas music, but of America at its best. Countless others have covered it, but in the hands of Crosby, who once sang it to American troops who would never return home, it attained immorality.
It is obtained immortality.
Immortality. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
I
breathe.
got you. It's cool. You got emotionally choked up. So,
With 50 million copies sold worldwide, it's still the biggest physical single of all time, period.
so now that there's new context behind that,
Yeah, I never knew that.
I can't make the jokes that I used to make about this song.
About how it was racist.
Y'all seen me long enough to know what jokes I possibly made about that song. And as the child of, well, not the child, but the grandchild of a World War II vet, and then someone that actually lost a great uncle in World War II, I can't make the jokes no more because of that. And they were good jokes. Like, they were bomb jokes. And I can't do it no more. I know.
Actually, no, before I do that. So, White Christmas was never my jam. It's a bop. Like, I'm not going to say it's not a good song. And when it's covered right, but
Elvis was dope.
it's like, I, it's just some, and I love Christmas music. He could tell you, I really love Christmas music. But it's just some,
Thanksgiving night.
yeah.
It never fails.
So,
As soon as we get in the car.
we're leaving his family's house.
As soon as we get in the car. She just blasting Mariah.
I give him the at least I give you the ride to your family house after we eat dinner at our house. I give you that. I don't play it then.
Oh yeah, the rule is Thanksgiving night.
Whatever.
Night.
But I didn't hate the song. It just wasn't a song for me. But I think that it's kind of dope, like just knowing the history behind that.
Yeah.
Because I would have never known that. And then it's like,
yeah,
knowing that he sung this to American troops who died.
yeah.
And
You think about it, like that's why I said I brought
yeah.
up my great uncle Matthew, because you think about troops that didn't come home, and it's like, yeah, wow. I can't make the jokes no more. Oh, bum bum bum. I'm gonna give you the whole one. Okay. Now. I'm gonna give you the random bass drum next.
Okay. Number 4. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. Wham.
Okay.
1984.
Yes.
It peaked at number 3 in December of 2019.
Yeah.
It was released by Wham when the UK duo, principally, of course, singer and writer-producer George Michael, R.I.P.,
Yep.
were at the very peak of their international pop powers. Last Christmas is likely the brightest jewel in the act's catalog, a never again torch song with an synth pop sheen and a true broken heartbeat at its core. As always, no one illustrates the helplessness of misguided affection better than Michael.
Yo.
Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kiss me now, I know you fooled me again. But the song burns just as brightly decades later because of how holiday spirit inspires him to try harder and do better. Next year, to save me from tears, I give it to someone special. Can I give my opinion of this song?
Go ahead, because I got jokes.
So I do love this song. Like,
that song slap, bro.
And it's like I've heard versions of it.
Once bitten and twice shot.
It ain't Wham. Like, George Michael kills this. So the thing that's hilarious about this song being a Christmas song is that it's really a like you broke my heart song. It just happened to happen at Christmas. It's the Die Hard of Christmas songs because it's like he
I
just.
do that, but I get what you're trying to
It
do.
is though.
It's like
It's like,
I get
all
what you're
right,
trying to do.
last Christmas you broke my heart.
Yeah.
And then it just goes to talk about how she broke his heart. And then it's like, oh, let me throw Christmas in here again. Christmas. And so it was like, you know how the Wayans Keenan would jump up in
Message.
Message.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. So it's like
Yeah.
Christmas. Like he just throws Christmas
but
in there.
it's true.
But it's so it's
damn
like
it is the Die Hard of Christmas.
and then it's like hilarious because he's like he did all that was like, I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna save myself. I ain't gonna do that no more. But if you kiss me, I probably would do this all over again. So it's like you didn't even learn your lesson, bruh. Like at all.
It's little like it's funny because they found a way to make Careless Whisper like 4 times. It's like that's the holiday version of Careless Whisper. Because it's Careless Whisper, it's Jitterbug. It's like George Michael made very bad decisions when it came to love, but we appreciate him for it because the music was dope. He was like Mary J. Blige for white people. Like he was out here just letting us live through his pain, and we appreciated him for it, and we miss him dearly. Then he gave us Faith, which just confused us all because he was happy. That was his family affair. Oh no, what? It was like fine. I'm just fine. What was Mary J. Blige? Just fine. Yeah, that's what Faith was. That was his just fine.
Christmas. I'm trying to get you back on topic. We're talking about
Christmas. I was coming back. I was going to say it's a bop. It's one of those songs that when you hear the dried out like punk versions, it's dope, but the original is always a classic. Go ahead. Bum 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 bum.
Thought you wasn't doing it no more.
I'm waiting.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
Number 3.
Boom.
Which I was actually happy to see in the top 3.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Nat King Cole, the Christmas song. Merry Christmas to You. It came out in 1961.
Yeah.
So it peaked at number 2. Look, anything that could get anywhere close to number 1, like on the holiday Billboard, is like great because I feel like it's only probably one song that's ever made number 1.
I mean, I feel like I know what number 1 is. And if that's not number 1, then Billboard needs to burn itself down.
Like I feel like this song, I feel like it's one particular song that's probably been number 1 every year. Like
I feel like
of the holiday thing.
Like I already feel like I know what number 1 is
of the all time.
Yeah, I already know.
So back to this though. All right, it peaked at number 2 in January 2014 with a voice like hot chocolate poured over a lush string arrangement. There's only one word for Nat King Cole's recording of the Christmas song, and that's warm.
It is.
The definite version of the classic, which Cole's jazz trio introduced in 1946, wraps listener up in a thick wool blanket as they sit fireside roasting chestnuts, even as it invokes ice-cold images of Jack Frost and Eskimos.
Yeah.
It's no wonder that this song is generically titled The Christmas Song, because it perfectly encapsulates the best of Christmas music with its sense of homey familiarity and cozy warmth. The marshmallows on top, that's the little taste of Jingle Bells melody to wrap it up in a bow.
Yeah. You know how bold you got to be to name your song The Christmas Song as a black man? In 1958? Like The Christmas.
1961.
Oh, 61, my bad. In 1960, what is a black man to say this is the Christmas song? And people go, yeah, you right, Nat. Like, nobody argue with him. People have worked on remaking it.
And I was about to say, this song's probably been remade like thousands of times. Like, and it's one of those things that like other people have done covers, and he's like, oh, that's cool. But it's always his version that gets you. Like,
it's like Nat King Cole is what Cavassier sounds like.
He's what Anthony Hamilton tries to be.
Yeah, but Anthony Hamilton is what other dark alcohols sound like. It's like his is more pain and sadness. It's Hennessy. Like Anthony Hamilton is what Hennessy sounds like.
And I think he actually covered the Christmas song too.
He probably did.
But yeah, so I mean, I think it's I love this song, and it's like one of them songs where if it starts playing, like I gotta stop and turn it up and like jam.
Yeah, it's arranged beautifully, everything. So go ahead and tell us, like, do we even need to go through like the theatrics of this? Because we
got to number 2.
I thought it was number 2.
That was number 3.
I thought you said number 3 was
Number 3 was Nat King Cole. Number 4 was Wham.
Was 3. Wham was okay. I thought Wham was 3. My bad. Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. My bad.
All
right. Boom, 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 boom.
This is different.
Boom, boom. That's the bass drum solo.
Number 2, Darlene Love, Christmas, Baby Please Come Home,
Yeah.
1963.
Okay.
So it's the original because most
Yeah.
people know Mariah's version of this song.
Yeah.
That wasn't the original. This is the original.
Everybody give Mariah credit for inventing every Christmas song.
I think they think she invented Christmas.
They really probably do.
So this peaked at number 13 in December of 2020, probably because I'm the one that played it all December of 2020.
She did.
So their centerpiece of one of the finest holiday albums ever made, Phil Spector's 1963 A Christmas Gift for You, from Phyllis Records, said Love's signature song is a layered, lush pop sympathy from first note to the last. Between Spector's famed wall of sound and Love's full throttle vocals, begging that her baby return home so they can frolic like they did last year, the song wraps itself around you like a warm flannel Christmas blanket.
These descriptions are very Billboard.
Yes,
They're
they
very
are.
Billboard.
You can give your opinion. I'll give mine because I have a different reason.
It's one of those songs where, again, like I think of Mariah's, but that doesn't mean that Darlene's ain't a bop. And it's just because Mariah took everything. Like, Mariah just took Christmas and was like, "This is all mine." Like, I'm not surprised if Mariah went to remake Christmas Time at House Queens this year. I wouldn't even be surprised. I feel like she's gonna do that.
She would have Rev Run on it.
She probably get Ram B to see the feature on it. It would just. Now I want that. But yeah, it's cool. It's one of those songs that it's iconically Christmas. So far, this list has truly, or the top 10 has been iconically Christmas. There are some songs that I personally would have in my top 10. Most of them were made by Stevie Wonder. That's just how I get down. But yeah, I don't know. So far, I really haven't heard anything that gave me pause. Like, I was thinking that this list would be like, what?
You thought Baby It's Cold Outside was going to be on the list?
I was kind of hoping for it just so I could make my jokes. I mean, at this point, it's not like it's not in the top 10. Yeah. Once I heard it wasn't number 10, I wasn't worried.
So,
like, yeah.
Christmas, Baby, Please Come Home. I know in actuality, the song is about her wanting her boo thing to come back.
Mm-hmm.
But this song just hits me differently because when my father passed in our first Christmas, this song literally had me in tears in 2019. And it was because even though it's about her boo, it's like the same concept. And it's like just longing for my dad to come back. And I'm not going to talk too much into it because then I'm going to start crying. But just wanting my dad to come home. And it's like knowing he can never come home. And so every time I hear this song, like, and it's another song too, but these two songs, it's like they hit me.
Yeah, I know what the other one is.
But I still love this song. Like I really do love this song. And the fact that the mistletoe ends with that song, it's great.
Found a way to reference the movie. Good job.
All right, so bump the drum roll. We already know what number 1 is. Wait, did I say it was peaked at number 13 in 2020? I probably did. Yeah,
you
I
didn't,
said
but
it was
you
me.
did now.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did.
So
it was probably you. You did.
My bad, y'all.
Apologies.
Bum 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 bum
whatever. Just, go ahead.
It is Miss Wannabe Queen of Christmas. All I Want for Christmas Is You. They came out in 1994.
That everyone swears came out in 1962 from the Supremes.
So the first time it peaked at number 1.
I argued with my mama about this for weeks. She thought it was a Supreme song.
It does have very old 1960s.
My mama really thinks that Smokey Robinson wrote that song. Like, no, Mariah Carey made the song in 94.
Mariah wrote it.
Ask her. She will really tell you that. And she will argue that up and down with you. Like,
so it peaked at number 1 in December of 2011, which makes me feel like that's probably the first year they did their holiday top 100. Because this song gets played so much. Like,
it's the song synonymous with Christmas in the modern era. The fact that the internet, if you went on right now, like, everyone uses it because of that iconic intro. When they joke about when Christmas starts up, or the one where it was like, when you got the one friend that's like, "Don't make me sing," and then it's karaoke, and then she turns around and just, that's her right there.
No, every time this song comes on, I
can't.
I don't do that. I don't be like I can't. I be like, oh,
this song. No, I don't want to sing. Just grabs the mic.
We're not gonna talk about how I had our umbrella yesterday and was singing this full on.
Yes.
to the dog.
Yes.
And Georgie was just sitting
looking
there.
at her just so.
So why Billboard picked it?
Duh.
Because
That's
it was
what it
the
should
best
say.
song.
It should
I
just say
know,
duh.
but the twinkling percussion and the Queen of Christmas, Warm Sugar, I
Yeah.
don't want a lot for
That's
Christmas
right.
ballad like intro have ushered in each of the last
Mm-hmm.
28 Christmas seasons,
Mm-hmm.
and the 1994 Yuletide Carol just picks up from there as the 1960s inspired groove trots to the beat of church and the sleigh like bells and soars with her wintry whistle tones as she sings, "Oh baby, all I want for Christmas is you." I mean, I feel like we don't really have to give an explanation. It's it. It's like the song. That's it. It's that. So was there any song that you thought would be in the top 10 besides your Stevie Wonder list?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say in the top 10, so I guess I'm just intrigued to see where certain songs ended up. So, give me, if possible, where did "Someday at Christmas" end up?
Someday at Christmas.
And please be the one with just Stevie and not him and Andre Day. It's not that I don't like Andre Day. It's
So
just
funny. I didn't think that Ariana Grande would be so high. She's number 13 with Santa Tell Me.
number 13.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad.
Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas was 14.
What Joni Mitchell song made the list?
River? Never heard
I
it.
have never heard River.
So I'm using an iPad and I'm like, they don't have a way to search the page.
No, it was like you don't search. Read the whole article.
I'm like,
That's how we get ad revenue. You got to read the whole article.
I gotta read the whole article.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know how you can do like Control F
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, every day.
So Chuck Berry did Rudolph
Run, Rudolph,
Yeah.
Run.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that now.
John and Yoko. Yeah. So this is Christmas. Yep, that's a good one. I would have made.
So
more
NSYNC, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays is 23. And I always joke about this song because I'm like, they're like, Merry Christmas over and over. And it's like, oh, and Happy Holidays. Because it's like, oh, Merry Christmas to all y'all. And like, dang, we got some people that, some fans that aren't
and to
Christians.
our fans of different, or
Happy Holidays.
Yes.
It's like they just throw it in.
to
like,
our fans of different faiths.
All right, what Christmas means to me is number 24.
Okay. So, yeah. I can already tell "Someday at Christmas" is going to be low on this. I don't think I want to hear how low. That's going to make me mad.
We'll talk about it off camera so you don't get us banned.
I ain't going to get us demonetized.
So, any closing thoughts?
So, I heard that we were doing this, and I was like, all right, this top 10 is going to be interesting. But it didn't disappoint. It managed to represent the broad spectrum of America when it comes to Christmas. Like, everyone, for the most part, was represented. Like, pretty much almost every genre of music was in representation. It was songs from artists that are iconic. Like, I didn't see one song listed that I was like, nah, that song ain't need to be up there. But yeah, I don't know, no qualms. Good job, Billboard.
Yay! So y'all know what to do.
Star.
Like, subscribe, comment, share with your folks. Because you want them to laugh at us too. Because we laugh at us.
It's hilarious. Also, you better not pout and you better not cry. These are only the rules for this time of year. You can pout and cry from January to November.
But can you really? Because he's making a list and checking it twice. So I feel like the list should be year long. It shouldn't be what you did the month of December.
So hold on. What if you're pouting or crying about things that actually did happen to you in the negative?
So like if something bad happened?
Yeah.
Then I guess you can pout.
Like, we need clarity.
But I think they mean like don't be a spoiled brat.
Then why can't you just say that?
Because it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
You better not be a spoiled brat. Like it doesn't have the same flow.
I guess. All right. Georgie, any thoughts?
So
no? Treats? Treats?
Right.
He says treats.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.